All right. How you doing? My name is Sam Weatherby. I am a sport man major at Springfield College. I am a junior, and today I am going to be showing you guys, giving you guys an overall tour and general overview of Fenway Park. Now, this is what we have here. Hold on, let me bring you back to the overall aerial view. Now, Fenway Park is one of the oldest stadiums in the MLB, behind Wrigley Field. I believe it is the second oldest. But it actually has multiple factors that make Fenway so special compared to other parks. Now, first look at this. Let's just go to the pitcher's mound real quick. First thing you notice when you look at this stadium, especially from the pitcher's mound here, is it is daunting. This stadium is very intricate, not your normal design, cut and paste stadium that you can see other places around the country. It is very unique, and it's got a short left field wall, but it's very high with the green monster right here, and it has a deep right field with the pesky pole. And now these are some factors that make this ballpark stand out. Specifically to me, one is the monster right here, as we can see over here. And yeah, I think it's really interesting to see how the stadium has aged over the years as I'm going through and looking through this. Now, here, we're gonna go back to the overview over here. So, another thing I notice is the different colors and seating that you have here. Now, of course, this is the Red Sox stadium, so most of the seats are going to be red, but it's actually interesting to see the difference in color as you go along, because if when you go right behind home plate here, you can see that it's all red. Like this is all like the nice seats right here. This is where you want to like get. And then as you go further down over here, as you go further up, you get to the blue seats, which are probably gonna be a little bit cheaper. And then same with the seats up here in this upper deck here. These are also blue. And yeah, oh, I don't know what that is. That it looks really nice though. I'm not gonna lie. This is what I was looking for. But yeah. I really do like the whole color code design here because you can see that the blue seats are a little bit nicer than some of the red seats down here. I usually sit right behind the dugout over here, and like when I go to Fenway games, and not gonna lie, those seats are very uncomfortable. So these seats right here would definitely be a good change. Um, so that would be something that I would probably implement if there is anything that needs to if there's anything that I need to point out specifically. Another place, another thing that really stands out to me is specifically um over here, this right field line. You see how deep and misshapen this line is? It's so unique compared to other parks that you see. And when do you ever see a corner that comes into a field like this? This is 420 feet, and that's a 10-foot wall. Like that is, you'd have to hit that ball so far to get a home run into deep center over here. It's just interesting to see like where all of these where all of these designs come in that make this stadium so interesting. So I'm gonna come up here, see these little box office seats in here. This is pretty cool. Um, so this is something that you'd get if you wanted to rent out for like a party or something, or if you're looking for specifically for something you want to do for your company. I think this is a nice little addition they have in here. Um, Very cool. Looks really comfy. Nice little area just to sit and chat if you want to get away from the game for a little bit, and then like walk right outside to where the seats are. And dang, here we are. You see what I'm talking about with these red seats? Like, look at there's still padding on them, but how those blue seats were before, they're really thick. Like, I'd much rather see that added to the stadium. I think that would be a good addition that they could do. Um, what else? Another thing I like is specifically um the perches when you go over here. So I actually had the pleasure of going to a hiring event at Fenway, and we were actually right here. This was where we were, and right in here was when where all these companies came to do interviews, just tell them what they're all about and stuff like that. But right out here, this is where, well, let's just get a view of behind of just the field and just the way it looks in general. Wow. That is a very nice dining room. That is a very cool dining room, and I would really like to be here. Wow, this is nice. Wow, there's a bar here too. And look at all this flooring too. Yeah, this is definitely a place where you could host office events, maybe even if you wanted to, like a convention center. This is a great spot for literally anybody who wanted to, even if you have a company and you want to bring your employees on a little like retreat for doing a good job. Yeah, this is a great place to do that. Wow, look at this place. I'm very impressed by the inside of this place. All right, this is what I wanted to see. The nice behind of Fenway. Again, talk about these seats and how they're thicker. Um, Now one thing about Fenway that I would say is a little iffy and I would fix if I was the designer here is the stadium, even though it's historic, it is old. It feels old, it looks old, it doesn't scream new, which isn't a bad thing. I don't hate that. But at the same time, I feel like renovations should definitely be made to Fenway just to keep it a little more up to date. You know, like you see like the new stadiums like SoFi Stadium, they have like pads that they put right in front of your seat here. You can order your food, people deliver it for you. You can pay right on the tab if you have no touch pay. All that stuff, that's such a good like addition that you can have to a stadium and like fans won't even need to get up because they're watching the game. They're not missing anything. That'd be perfect. Now, um, that being said, I feel like Fenway is one of those stadiums that you can never replace. So you can't go out of your way to make a new stadium for the city of Boston. I feel like that would really go against like Boston's legacy of tradition and historic ties to the stadium in general. So I feel like the best case scenario would be renovating this stadium in terms of just probably better seats, better access to food, because I know there's the vendors that go around, they sell food, but they wouldn't have to go around and ask everyone because they'd have like little tablets here and they can order it and it wouldn't be that crazy. That's just one suggestion I'd have. Um, and yeah, I think my other suggestion was the seating. I don't really see anything else that jumps out to me that's like bad about this place. Fenway is so unique in the way they brand, the way they market. Like over here, you see this Sitco sign over here, that famous sign. So realistically, it looks like it's right here on the stadium, but that's a street over. It's not even close to like being in the stadium at all. Like that's something that is so unique to here that like you don't see it anywhere else. And that's something that people come to Fenway, they want to come back because they know gonna be a different experience than it's gonna be a different experience than if they just walked their local uh AAA team and saw a game, you know? So, yeah, I think that's all I have for this video today. And I want to thank you guys for watching. I would like to thank Daigo, my teacher, for having me make this assignment, and I hope I did a good job. Thank you very much, and I will see you later. Bye bye. Stop recording, please.